Driscoll has made a revolutionary impact on harness racing here in Australia. He's imported and raced some of the best trotting bloodlines from around the world. We're here at Yabby Dam Farms to catch up with Pat to learn about his journey and his vision moving forward. Where did your incredible journey in harness racing begin?
Bronte, it began in Paris at the end of a European ski holiday. I was in the Champs-Élysées, noticed these signs that talked about a trotting race called the Prix d'Amérique, and they were also on the billboards at the Paris Underground. So I thought, that's very interesting. Grabbed a copy of the Paris Turf on the way home to the hotel, as you do, and then, made my way out to Vincennes and attended, obviously, that one, the last Sunday in January, and attended the next 12.
These incredible trotting bloodlines, where did the idea to import these bloodlines originate?
Well, initially I actually tried to take some of the trainers and drivers. So I took Blake Fitzpatrick across, Ross Graham across to say, hey, why can't we do this? I think Greg Sugars was on a trip, Sean McCaffrey from New Zealand. So I was trying to convince these people, hey, this is what we can do back here. And obviously I loved the horses over there, so introduced myself to a lot of the studs, and hence, finished up with a lot of frozen semen from those French sires.
So then what was the origin story of here, Yabby Dam Farm and Harris de Trotteurs?
I was looking for a place to breed the trotters, and wanted a nice bit of land that was close to a nice city and all that sort of stuff. So looked around for a couple of years, and given Victoria was the centre of trotting, Ballarat was the centre of Victoria basically, I thought it was an ideal spot.
You recently imported the superstar stallion Call Me the Breeze, who was last year's Great Southern Star winner since he's been in your care. Can you talk about the journey of Call Me the Breeze and what his future looks like moving forward?
We were very fortunate to secure Call Me the Breeze. It was trained by Philippe Allaire in France, and Philip and Geet operate Bootmont, which is the home of Brady Cash. And through a couple of friends, I became aware that he was for sale. He was a very, very good horse in Italy, in France and in Europe. So we secured him, I think it was April, May last year. Came out here, prepared him for what we hope would be a successful campaign. We were fortunate enough to win the Great Southern Star.
This is the race we wanted. Just believe, Call Me the Breeze, Call Me the Breeze.
The Hammerhead and a couple of other really nice races. So it was a real pleasure to watch him perform.
Call Me the Breeze has absolutely left them lamenting, puts up 10 metres in the twinkling, and Call Me the Breeze too good.
And we're very fortunate to have a stallion of that quality out here.
Can we talk about the journey and success of Just Believe?
Yes, he's been a wonderful advertisement for the farm. I just can't believe the journey that he's, taking everyone on. In reality, he's just had the perfect sort of race preparation, like he was with Mick Hughes initially. Wasn't over-raced. Then he was transferred to Greg, who put the polish on him. He's gone to Europe. It just all fell into place. You don't often get a situation with a horse like that where people allow the time and then they take him on the journey, because it's not cheap to race horses overseas. We've been quite fortunate that all the aspects of his racing career have come together, and I think he's given a lot of people a lot of pleasure. He's just been a fantastic monument for the farm.
Greg Sugars has done it again.
He's going to make history here, Just Believe. Race is clear. What a horse, what a moment.
Here is the star himself, Just Believe. Pat, it must be nice to have him home.
Yeah, it's fantastic to have him back after all this time. He's done a wonderful job.
Talking about horses that could end up on the world stage, we've seen the success of Kiang Zahara. Your first season stallion at the time here, Volstead, that was his first lot progeny. What do you think she is going to be able to achieve from what you have seen?
With Kiang Zahara, I believe, the world's her oyster. I've never seen a horse, particularly a young horse, do what she's done on the track so far. Again, she's been beautifully managed by Marg and Paddy Lee. It's been, fantastic to watch. And I think that, barring injury, I think she could go to Sweden, the elite lot, the Prix d'Amérique, the Breeders' Crown in the US. I think the options are just endless.
Kiang Zahara, she is the chosen one.
Just Believe retired, and here we have another pin-up horse that could be, even better.
The operations and the success of Yabby Dam Farms have been so impressive. But what's the vision moving forward?
At Yabby Dams, we would actually love to see the improvement in the breed across the board through the daughters and granddaughters of all these, what I call key bunch of broodmares, and hopefully lift the standard in Australia and New Zealand, and to race not only there but overseas, and one day that overseas people come to here to buy their yearling or broodmare, and I think that may be achievable in the next 2 or 3 generations.